Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's class, Exercise Your Way into the New Year. My name is Vanessa Lardo, and I will be today's webinar coordinator. Today's health educator is Marlisa Miller. She's a registered dietitian here at Beaver Medical Group, and she's talked to a wide variety of groups on different health topics. She's an avid exerciser, and she's a great nutritionist, so we look forward to hearing her message today. Welcome, Marlisa.
Thank you, Vanessa. Welcome, everyone. Today's topic, we're going to talk about, usually people at the beginning of the year want to start something new. Today we're going to talk about exercise and how to get through the year with the exercise program that you can stick with. So hopefully those of you who have tried to start an exercise routine are still at it. Hopefully that you can go through February. We're at the end of January now, so hopefully you've had a full month of exercise. And we know that generally people kind of fizzle out by March time, but hopefully we're going to try to keep you going throughout the year. So we're going to talk about how to maintain your fitness goals. Okay. First, let's talk about some statistics. Exercise is one of the most important steps that Americans of all ages can take to improve their health. So we want to think of that as something that is improving our health, We know that the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says that only 1 in 5 adults meet the 2008 physical activity guidelines. That's not good, so we need to try to improve that. And then only 1 in 3 children are physically active every day. Children, generally, not everyone, but the majority of them spend about 7.5 hours, even more than that, in front of a screen, whether that's a TV screen, video games, computers. And we know now that children use computers for their schoolwork, but they also use their phones for YouTubes or videos and playing games, and sometimes that distracts them from actually exercising and going outside to play. Well, let's define what exercise is, first of all. Well, it is anything that gets your body moving. So if that's walking, running, jumping, if it's stretching, if it's playing golf, playing tennis, just getting up, walking around the block. So anything that can get your body moving, dancing, taking group classes, and we're going to talk about a few of those things in our lesson today. So anything that gets your body moving is considered exercise. The first thing we want to do is set some goals, and hopefully those of you who started out in January the 1st, setting some goals for yourself, that's good. We want to keep those goals going. We want to keep you getting stronger. And so setting goals is very important because you want to have something to focus on. When you have something to focus on, generally you can make time to do it. You can have it on your schedule, and you will pretty much get it done. So the first thing we want to do, set small goals for yourself. The other thing is when you're trying to sustain an exercise routine, you want to understand why you are doing it. So we know that 1 in 5 adults don't exercise. We know that children generally are on their phones or screens. But why should we exercise? What is your why? First, determine why you want to start an exercise routine. Is it to lose weight? Is it to be healthier? You want to feel better? You want your body to feel strong? You want to be in a better mood? Find the reason why you want to start an exercise program. We're going to talk about some points, and then we'll talk about each one individually. But you want to create and you want to have a plan. So you want to go into your exercise routine for the year as a plan. You want to take it slow and easy so that you don't hurt yourself or you don't do too much. You want to be realistic about your goals. If you've never run before, you might not want to sign up for a marathon. You might want to sign up for something smaller, like a 5K or something like that. We'll talk about that later. Have a friend. Bring someone with you, someone who will work out with you and keep you company. And then you want to make it fun, and you want to have some variety in your exercise routine. So we're going to talk about all of these points individually. First of all, have a plan. Create an exercise schedule for yourself. What time are you going to exercise? Where are you going to exercise? When? Who are you going to be with? So you want to say, you know, okay, I want to start exercising, but what time of day are you going to exercise? How long are you going to exercise? Are you going to take your friend with you? Are you going to walk with your dog? So you want to create a plan that you can stick with, okay? Take it slow and easy, okay? Start with the base. Maybe, you know, you haven't exercised in a while. Start with 10 minutes of walking, but make it every day, 5 to 7 days per week. And then as you get used to that, maybe do 15 minutes. And I know many of you might say, well, yeah, I can walk 10 minutes, but can you walk 10 minutes on a consistent basis for 5 days. So that's what we want to do. We want to create this consistency throughout the year. So start small. Be realistic, okay? So say you want to lose weight. Say you want to do maybe half a pound a week. I know we all want to lose that holiday weight. We want it off now, and a lot of us want to do 10 pounds in 2 weeks, but that's not realistic. So you want to try to do something that you can manage, something that you can measure. Half a pound a week is great. So just remember too that your workouts, you might not feel good every workout. You might have good days and not so good days. So you want to be realistic. And so going into your workout routine, knowing that, you can kind of plan for those not so good days. Finding a friend. If you have a dog, you can walk your dog on a consistent basis. Find people who are doing what you want to do. Even find someone who's been doing it for a while. They might be able to help you and teach you a few things, and they might be a little bit better at it than you are. Those people can help you. You can go online, you can go to Facebook with meetup groups. YouTube workouts work very well. If you go on YouTube, you can find all sorts of videos that suit you. You can also try gym workouts. You can go to, there's so many different gyms that we have that you can find one that suits you. So there's a lot of things that we can do to keep us going throughout the year. The most important thing is to make it fun, have some variety, try different things. So maybe try yoga, maybe Pilates, Tai Chi. A lot of people like Zumba. You have water aerobics and floor aerobics that you can try. These are group classes. You can even try a DVD workout. Many of the gyms, or you might have some of these equipment at your house, an elliptical machine, a stair climber. Just try different things. When you go into a gym, they have all these different machines that you can try. So try a little bit of all of them to see which one you like. And then change up your routine. So maybe on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you can do cardio workouts, meaning you can maybe walk, you can be doing your classes on those days, and then choose a couple days, maybe Tuesday, Thursday, where you can work on your strength training. So that can be you do your core workouts, you do the planks, you lift weights. And weights, if you don't want to use the weights, they have machines that you can use. You can also use bands. That can help with your strength training. And then using your own body weight. So meaning you can do push-ups. If you can't do the regular push-ups, you can just start off with the ones modified push-ups. You can even do push-ups from the wall. You can just push yourself off the wall and start with push-ups that way if you can't get on the floor and do regular push-ups. So there's so many things that we can do, and our bodies are so amazing. And then once you start to do it, your body gets stronger, gets used to it, you get stronger, you feel better. And so we'll talk about some of the benefits in just a minute. Here they are, the benefits to exercise. So as you can see, there are 6 right here, but there's so many more benefits. It keeps you alert and focused. So when you exercise, you're able to focus a little bit better. Your energy goes up. So I hear a lot of people say, oh, I'm so tired, I can't exercise. But actually, exercise gives you energy. So if you can get started, maybe if you have a busy schedule through the week, maybe start on the weekend. Start on the weekend doing some exercise. That way you might be able to add one more day through the week. And so you can actually see your energy level go up. It also helps with brain function. So all these chemicals that we have in our brains, actually exercise helps. You have these feel-good endorphins that are released in your brain that exercise helps us with. And then also you get ideas. So when you exercise, your mind is clear, you think better, you can solve problems better, you can just organize your life a lot better. So think about that. Exercise can help you find an optimal work-life balance. So when you exercise, you create balance in your life. So many of us are so busy, and sometimes everything is one-sided. We're tired, we're stressed, but when you can fit exercise into your day, it actually balances your day. And then there's number 6. Exercise helps you learn how to work through discomfort. So when you exercise, when things are uncomfortable, that exercise actually helps you to learn how to work through things. So this is great for the kids. If kids can get out and exercise, they can actually work through those problems that they have. They can solve their problems. They can feel like they are learning something and work through it. So many benefits to exercise. So whenever you feel like you're in a rut and you don't want to go exercise, maybe pull up some benefits to try to help you keep going. Okay? So why is it so hard to stick with our goals? I mean, we know exercise is good for us. We just talked about the benefits of exercise. So why isn't that enough to keep us going? Well, sometimes we don't believe in ourselves to do it. We just don't believe in ourselves. We take on too much at one time. We try to do too much. We try to, walk 5 miles and we haven't even walked a mile yet. We quit before we can develop the identity of who we want to become. So sometimes we just quit too soon. So these are some pointers that we're going to talk about right now. Believe you can do it. So one thing that you can do to help you believe you can do it is start to identify this negative self-talk that we have. It's very common. We all do it, but sometimes we don't realize we're doing it. Pay attention to your self-talk. That's the talk that you have when you're driving to work, or when you're cleaning the house, or when you're picking up your children, or just basic things. Pay attention to if your self-talk is positive or if it's negative. So try to even have a goal of being positive. But the first thing we'd have to do is identify our self-talk. So believe that you can do it. Think positive. If you have to put Post-its around your computer screen or on your dashboard or on your mirror at home, things that remind your brain to think positive. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. So you have to decide if you can or if you can't. Okay, that's your decision. So the second thing is taking on too much at one time. So take very small steps, so small that you don't even notice them. Okay, so for example, if you started a walking routine, maybe when you're trying to increase that, just walk 20 more steps a day. Just 20 more steps. Before you know it, you'll be walking a lot more than when you first started. So little baby steps. Add one more push-up to your routine. If you're trying to now start doing push-ups, you might not be able to do one, but try to keep doing that one. And then you keep doing that, and then maybe try to do 2. So you always want to do one more. Add another day. So right now, if you're only doing maybe 2 days a week, work on trying to add another day of exercise, even if it's just a small 20 minutes of something. Try lifting a 5-pound weight versus 3 pounds. So you might start off with 3 pounds doing your strength training, and then experiment and see what the 5-pound weight feels like. Just see how many more repetitions you can do with 5 pounds. For 1 month, work on your run walking until you can run a mile without stopping. So say if you have a goal of you want to run a mile. Well, start off walking, maybe take a couple steps of running, then walk, and then pretty soon walk a little bit less and then run a little bit more until you can get to the point where you can actually run a full mile without stopping. And that might take you a while. If it's a month, if it's 2 months, who cares? You're working on it. So it's progress. So these are some of the things that we can do. We quit before we can develop the identity of who we want to become. So, for example, you want to lose weight? Become the type of person who moves more every day. You just get up and you just move more. Or you become the type of person who doesn't miss a workout. So try not to miss your workouts. Try to keep doing your workouts as much as you can. So the whole key is to not quit. Don't quit. Keep going. Never give up. Never ever give up. So that's the key to going through the whole year of your exercise routine. Never give up. This is a little quote that says, I may not be there yet, but I'm closer than I was yesterday. So if you keep this in front of you, if you say this every day, then you have something to keep working toward when you don't feel like it, when you have those days that you just feel like you can't do it. So try to have something that keeps you going. Whatever it is, try to keep going. Motivation. Well, sometimes motivation works, and then sometimes, it's kind of hard to see where motivation is. So here's some things that you can do to try to stay motivated. Combine your workout with a treat, meaning you might listen to audiobooks while you exercise, or you could watch your favorite TV show while you're exercising, or even your music. You have a playlist that you listen to. So many things that can keep you going. Get a partner or do group workouts, which we talked about a little bit. Put on your workout clothes. So even having your workout clothes, having them on can motivate you to move more. Remember why you started. So you want to go back, maybe have a 3x5 card and say, why you're starting in the first place, and look at that card on a regular basis, maybe daily. Look at it every day if you need to. You might need to look at it a couple times a day. But whatever keeps you going is what you want to do. Watch inspiring YouTube videos. Sometimes I just look at videos that inspire me to keep going. Give yourself little challenges. Like I said, if you're doing 1 push-up, 2 push-ups, maybe try to do, maybe 5. Make your goal 5 push-ups every time you do it. Or if you're trying to lift weights, or you're trying to get stronger, you have to get heavier weights. So if you start off with 3, now maybe start off with 5 pounds. Track your progress. So tracking your progress can be you use your Fitbit, you write it down, you have someone else that helps you to be accountable, and then setting examples. I mean, if your kids don't exercise, maybe just you doing it, you can be an example. They're going to see that. They're going to see that you're exercising, and that might help them, just seeing you do it. So another thing is when you track your progress, there's so many nice little fun gadgets that we can use now. Fitbit is probably the most popular one. It tracks your steps. You can connect it to your computer. You can see your progress. You can use your phone to see your progress. Strava, that's another tracking system that you can share with other people. So you can put in what you did and you can see what other people did if you connect with them. The FitnessPal app, that's also one that you can track your foods and you can track your exercise as well. It actually has a barcode where you can scan labels and you can keep track of your food that way. And then you can also use books, Calorie King. Calorie King is actually online as well, so you can use that to track your exercise and your food intake. So there's so many fun things that you can do to stay motivated and stay on track. So Garmin is also a watch that you can use. You can use it for walking, running, actually swimming as well. And you can actually download it on your computer so you can see all your progress. It has all these fun little things that you can see what you're doing. It also has, you can keep track of the type of shoes that you wear, and you can understand how often you use your shoes. So if you need to get a new pair of shoes, then your Garmin will keep track of how many, the usage of your shoes, how many miles you have on your shoes. Okay, so that's something that's kind of fun. So let's talk about overcoming excuses. Okay, so types of excuses: I don't have time, I hate exercise, I'm too tired, I don't like the gym, I don't know where to start, I'm too fat, I'm too old, my health isn't good enough. So these excuses, even though we want to do it and we might start off, with our New Year's resolution, these excuses always seem to find a way to come. So we need to be able to understand what's happening. And they'll probably come, after about 2 months or so. You're trying to do your workout, and then all of a sudden you might start saying, I'm too tired. Well, that's an excuse. So we need to find a way to get to continue our exercise. So some other excuses: I don't have time. So the way to resolve that would be start with small sessions at a time. Okay, like we said, 10-minute walks. You can even walk in place right where you are. Stand up, walk in place, jog in place. Okay, so that, solves that problem. I hate exercise is the other excuse. Okay, find something that you like. When you find something that you like, then you're more likely to do it. Try new things, like we said. Watch your favorite TV show or listen to music while you're exercising. You can maybe say, okay, every commercial, I'm going to stand up and I'm just going to walk in place until my show comes back on. You could do that. I'm too tired. So exercise actually gives you energy. We talked about that. Be consistent. So the more consistent you are, the more energy you will have. So next would be, I don't like the gym. It intimidates me, which I get that. There's a lot of things in the gym. Sometimes we're not familiar with them. Sometimes there's people there that everybody's different. And so I usually tell people, take a beginner's class, get a workout buddy. And then maybe go at a time it's a quiet time in the day. Don't go when it's super busy and people want to use the machine and they're standing there waiting for you. And just go when it's quiet, when you have basically the whole gym to yourself. I don't know where to start. Well, start with moving. You could stretch. Stretching is good. Chair yoga. Sometimes you can do chair yoga, especially if you have challenges with your knees or hips, or you just can't stand that long. Chair exercises are great for that. Take 5 to 10-minute walks. Like we said, if you're at work, maybe go take a 5-minute walk and come back. So all of these things we can do. It's just amazing. All the options we have to keep going. And before you know it, the year will be gone if you try all these things. Another excuse is I'm too fat, I'm too old, my health isn't good enough. It's never too late to start an exercise routine. Never, ever, ever too late. One thing you might want to do is maybe check with your doctor if you're concerned about your health and clear everything with your doctor. Find something that fits you. We hear this all the time. Find something you like. Find something that fits you. Because hopefully you're more likely to keep going if you like it. Even on the bad days that you don't feel like it, if you like that type of exercise, you can still do it even when you don't feel as well. Find your strong, okay? Find the thing that you like. That's your strong. The key is never give up. Never quit. If you stumble, get back up. What happened yesterday no longer matters. Don't worry about what happened yesterday. Today is another day. So get back on track and move closer to your dreams and goals. You can do it. You can do this. You can do the whole year through January to December and an exercise routine that you can live with, that you have a lifestyle for, and just be happier. Fitness is not a destination. It is a way of life. You don't have to be extreme, just consistent. Strive for progress, not perfection. So consistency and not giving up is the key. I hope you really got something from this because it's very important to exercise. And as we go through our year, 2019, I hope these pointers and these tips can help you to stay with it, stay with your routine. And in December, you'll have a great year of working through and exercising for this year. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day.
Thank you, Marlisa, for that awesome presentation. I feel very inspired by all the quotes and all the information you provided for exercise and movement. Again, thank you for all of that. And thank you to everybody who participated in today's class. We truly value your time. Get out there and start exercising today, and have a good evening.